Good morning, everyone. I know it has been forever and ever and ever since I have put a vlog up. I'm so bad. I've actually filmed like 2 or 3 and then just never got them edited, and they were taking up space on my phone, and I ended up just deleting them. I'm just horrible. But today is Thursday, and realized that I am out of formula for the baby, but also only had like 4 ounces of breast milk left. So yeah, we're headed to the store to go get formula for the baby, and I really need to do an update for her. She is 8 months old, you guys. Holy Toledo, how did that even happen? 8 months old, that's insanity. But yeah, I really need to do an update just for her. They're paving the road, Elizabeth. She's gonna get your hair. This is just one of those days. What? Why are you saying wait?
No, I was trying to build something. No, that's not it. Because the computer charger is in here.
Okay.
So no, it doesn't have.
Anyway, just one of those days when I feel unsettled. Like I don't feel good. Like I feel yuck. Elizabeth, come here.
You kicked me.
Adrian, come here.
What?
Why did you kick Elizabeth?
Because I was playing.
Is kicking playing? How about I kick you and say, "Oh, Adrian, I'm just playing. Come here." I'm sure you don't, because that's not playing, is it? No, it's not. Elizabeth, come here. What should you have done when Adrian kicked you?
Told on him.
You should have said, "Hey, Mom, Adrian's kicking him." What did you do?
You said kick.
You know what I mean. What did you do?
Do this.
What? Use your words.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think you do. What were you trying to do?
Holding his shoulders.
Now, since you didn't come and tell me about it first, and you tried to take care of it yourself, you have to get in trouble too. Instead, hush. If you had done nothing to him, if you had not laid your hands on him, if you had come to me and said, "Mom, Adrian is kicking me," then who would be in trouble?
Adrian.
Yeah, now you're both going to be in trouble because you didn't do that. Adrian, Michael, go to your room and stay there, please. Elizabeth Fair, go to your room, please. As I was saying, it's just been a weird day for me. I just feel yuck and not necessarily anxious. Maybe anxious. I don't know. And I can see like little hairs, my fuzzy baby hairs shining in the light. Anyway, so one thing that I always do if I'm having a day like this is reach out to what I call my touchstones, like things that I know will put me in a better emotional and mental state. And one of those things is cleaning. So I'm about to do some cleaning, and I'm probably going to come up with a couple of mantras that I'm going to say over and over again to myself to like infuse my brain and heart with some truth instead of the way I'm feeling, which I know is not true. So yeah, that's what's about to happen. This little girl got some new clothes today. Didn't you? Yeah. Say, I had outgrown all of my 3-month clothes, and I need 6 month, sometimes 3 to 6 months works too. But so I thought that I still had a bunch of baby girl clothes, and I had a few things, but because when Emily Kate was a baby and outgrowing all those things, we were still fostering. And I thought I had kept everything from then because we just never knew what child we were going to get or what age. But apparently I did get rid of all the stuff when she was a baby. Probably because I knew in my heart of hearts that our fostering days were over and that these guys were going to be our forever kids. So, anyways, I got rid of stuff apparently because I can't find any. She only had a few things that were 3 to 6 months. So, we went to Walmart when we got formula and got some outfits. Not a bunch, just a few things. Because she did already have a few, but just not enough. Especially in those days where we, spit up a lot, or she never has blowout diapers, but sometimes she pees out of her diaper. But, yeah. 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 Look at that baby! He's so cute! I love babies and hair bows. I just love it.
Yes, they're so cute.
I think it's because it makes it look like a little present, like a little gift-wrapped package. So cute. Yes. And say I got my ears pierced. I took all the girls to get their ears pierced a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I got my ears pierced. I'm styling. Huh.
See, the girls
Cutie.
are standing.
I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before. Possibly in my Miracle Morning routine videos. I can't remember those. I did those a couple years ago, but there's an app that I use that's called Think Up, and it lets you choose different mantras, and there's hundreds. There's so many, and you can choose a category, and then they'll have different options in there, and then you select it, and you can record your voice saying those mantras and then play it back to yourself. And I love it. I use it in times like this. I haven't been consistent with my Miracle Morning at all since I came home from Diana being in the hospital, but I use it during that time, and it's just a good way to feed myself with things that are good and true whenever I'm feeling yucky and my brain tends to tell myself things that aren't true about myself and my kids and my house and blah blah blah. So it's great just to turn that on and let it go while I'm doing other things. So 30 minutes later, I had to change my shirt because I realized that the other shirt I had on had these little beads at the top, and it was hurting her face whenever she tried to lay down. So I changed shirts and came back and sat down with her, and her gums are, she doesn't have teeth yet, but her gums are swollen, and you can see the shape kind of the top two teeth, or the top of the bottom two teeth in her gums. So I know those are bothering her, and I thought I really need to clean up the kitchen, so I'll just wear her. Well, I can't find my wrap. My ring sling is dirty and in the laundry, and I thought, well, I've got the Tula. I think the weight minimum on it is 15 pounds, which she is over 15 pounds, so I thought, well, try that. She's never sat in it before. Well, I get it out, and even though she is 15 pounds, her legs are short in proportion to the rest of her body. It's just part of spina bifida. And so her legs were too spread out in the Tula. And I don't have an infant insert, so there went that idea. So now we're back to crying on the couch. Oh, say, ooh. She's been copying me, doing my mouth like that. Say, ooh. Do it. Do it. Say, ooh. Ooh. So I sent all the other kids to their rooms to play. So I'm about to lose my ever-loving mind. It's one of those times when I'm like, I don't know if I'm about to cry with her or if I'm going to scream or laugh maniacally and hysterically. But I'm like about to lose it. I'm about to lose it. Thankfully, I just remembered that I have something to help with anxiety and mood and all that stuff. It's actually something that we sell. And the craziness of this day, my mind has been too occupied with stress to remember. But it's these little packets that you pour in your water. And I was trying to look at the ingredients. Probably some of these things I can't pronounce. Yerba mate leaf, elderberry, ginkgo biloba, guarana. I don't know how to say that. Mango, has red beet color. Anyways, it says the natural support will brighten your mood and sing to your soul. Tell your body it's welcome. So you just put it in a glass of water and you shake it up and you drink it. So I just did that and I've already guzzled like half of it already because I need this today. In case you can't tell, like typically it takes a lot to get me to this point in a day. Like normally it's 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening before I start feeling overwhelmed. But for some reason today it's just, and I think it's partly hormonal, but today it's just kicking me in the booty. So I'm going to drink me some sunshine, and while the baby is asleep, I'm going to try and get this kitchen cleaned up and start supper. And breathe. I'm going to breathe. About a month ago, or 6 weeks ago, I started working on this DIY project, which is putting contact paper on your countertops. And I did not have any sort of like X-Acto knife or utility knife. I was just trying to use scissors, and as you could see, it didn't do a very good job. So we're gonna try this section over here. The previous owners, before they put the house on the market, did this like DIY granite, faux granite countertop kit, and I hate it. As you can see, it stains really easy. You see where there's like yellowed spots, and then things stick to it. If it gets, gross, I don't know what that is. I still need to clean it down one more time with the Windex. But if it gets wet or damp, then whatever you put on it when it's wet sticks to it. I had to quit putting my cereal boxes on the counter because if anything got wet and then you put that cereal box down on it, the cardboard, the bottom would stick to the countertop. And I mean like really stick. It gets super tacky. So I just have never liked it, and I would marble looking countertops are not exactly what I would pick, but it's better than this stuff. So I want to see if I can get this corner over here done. I have to tell you about something kind of weird that happened today. I was getting her ready for her first chiropractor's appointment, which is this coming up Monday, and we were there with Noah, so I just started filling out the paperwork for her while I was there and asked the typical questions. One of them was, have you had any surgeries? And what was the surgery and the date? And so I did that, and then I realized it feels so strange to write down her surgery date that is before her birth date. Like, how weird is that she had surgery before she was born? I mean, it's just weird when you write it down like that. Here's her birth date. Have you had any surgeries? Yes. What's the date? It happened before she was born. It's just so weird. Yes, it is. It feels so weird. I had to explain it to the receptionist because I was like, you're going to think that I got these dates wrong, but they're not. Huh. She's got to where she flips her hands over a lot to suck on her fingers. Don't ya? And she doesn't discriminate between fingers and thumbs and whatever she can get in her mouth. That's what she sucks on. Huh. Isn't that right? Yeah. Diana. Peekaboo! Give me that bib. Give me that bib. Give me that bib. So here is the not finished product. I've got it done this section over here, and then yikes, I still have to clean up from dinner. All of that has to be done, but looks pretty good. It's not perfect. I'm not going to show you anything close up, but I think it looks pretty good for being contact paper. Definitely looks better than it did. So I was just taking a trip down the rabbit hole, I call it. Someone who's fairly new friend of mine on Facebook had asked something about Diana's story, and so I had shared a couple of our vlogs as sort of a quick way to answer her questions. And so when I did that, I went to grab the links to copy and paste. I started watching some of the videos, and it's been quite a long time since I've rewatched some of those, and some of them are kind of hard to watch now, but mostly I just found myself being extremely thankful and feeling very blessed that we have this beautiful gift of a little girl who has already been through so much and is so strong and is happy and very loved, and she's just awesome. There she is. Hi, pretty girl. Are you so sweet? Huh? Yeah? Sweet little baby. Well, I feel like I should at least end the video in the bathroom, since this is potty talk. I don't often do like sit down videos anymore. I just don't have time. But back when I did, in case you're new to my channel, do sit down videos a lot, I always film them in the bathroom. There were two reasons for that. One, because we were still foster parents, and I could not have my foster kids' faces all over the public internet, so I couldn't film them. And to make sure they didn't get in the video, I would just film in the bathroom. And number two reason being that, as any mother can tell you, the only place in your entire home that you can find some semblance of peace and quiet is in the bathroom. So that is where I always did my videos. And I'm getting ready to wash my face, and I still have a ton to do before I go to bed. But where's my? There it is. I was looking for my makeup remover. Sometimes my kids get into my stuff, you know, and it kind of disappears for a little while. But, yeah, I can't believe so much time has gone by since I've really been vlogging. Honestly, since the baby came home, that was May, the end of May, I have not been consistent with vlogging. And, I mean, not that I'm surprised. Life is insane. But I really need to get back into it. Not just for you guys. Really, it's for me. Because I found that, especially in this season of life, I tend to just like survive. I'm just surviving. And these days are so long that time really passes quickly. And I look back and I'm like, I can't even remember what my life was like 3 weeks ago. So that's one thing I love about vlogging, is that I think I need to open a new one. Yep, that one's empty. It's easy to look back and remember and feel all those same same things that I felt at the time when I was doing the video, and I was looking back at our 24 hours in the NICU vlog, and it was just, wow. I can still so clearly remember what it was like to set my alarm clock, and you know how it tells you how much time you have before the alarm goes off. And if it said anything more than an hour, I would be ecstatic. And I remember sleeping like 2 or 3 hours a night and not all at the same time. And that was every night for weeks. That was my norm. I was just like, wow. And then to see how tiny the baby was, oh my word, she was so little. I mean, I knew that she was little, but she was all I had. So, yes, I have mismatching, and I missing one is ridiculous. Don't ask. And now that she's around 15, 16 pounds now, I'm guessing. And to look back at that 4-pound baby, it's just, oh, wow. It's crazy. It's just nuts. But yeah, life sure has changed this last year. In a lot of ways, I feel like that I completely missed the year of 2018 because we got her diagnosis in January, surgery in February. She was born in April, beginning of April. She didn't come off the NICU until the end of May. And then I was so consumed with pumping and feeding her until here recently, up until like the last month. I need to make a video update on that, on our breastfeeding journey. I just feel like I just sort of lost this whole entire year. So it's just weird to me that it's almost time for Christmas, and I'm just like, didn't we just get into 2018? Like it's just so strange to me. But I'm excited to see what the next year brings us, because I know there's going to be just as many changes as there was this past year. Hopefully, not as traumatic. There will definitely be some changes. So, see you next time. Bye.